Greetings, gamers! I've been working on a new game called Incoming. Incoming is a 3D VR missile defense game. Protect your cities with a wide assortment of defenses against waves of warheads, bombers, zeppelins, and epic bosses. Wishlist today on Steam. Link is in the description. Greetings, Starfarers, and welcome to another episode of Starfield. I'm Cobalt Thorium, and in this episode, we're hopefully going to finish up Barrett's quest. At least that's the plan. I did find a couple interesting little pieces of lore while searching the mine, and they happen to be the foreman's stuff. So I found the foreman's journal, and he says, and his name is Noel Schulman. So far, yield has been stellar. The veins we are tapping continue to produce impressive quantities of nickel and aluminum, as well as other ores. What's better is that the well shows no signs of drying up. The yield has only increased the deeper we dig. And I found that here, next to his computer terminal. So we'll look at his computer terminal. There should only be one entry. Head geologist. Do I have this wrong? Oh well. I've spoken to Foreman Schulman regarding the unfortunate collapse that occurred. He was recommending that we evacuate the rest of the mine in case of a total cave-in. To assuage his fears, I scanned the surrounding areas of the mine in an effort to prove its stability. What I found was quite encouraging. Continued drilling should pose no danger of a collapse. Although the veins that we've been mining for some time are currently trapped beyond the collapsed area, I believe that there's a solution. We can dig around the collapse and circle our way back to those veins. I'm confident this course of action will be satisfactory for Mr. Schulman. So did I read the wrong thing? Unfortunately, we're probably... The problem is when you click on the thing that's like, oh, new items, it doesn't actually, well, like that clears it. So we'll just quickly check this. I did also get I found a combat tech. I think it was this one here, the combat tech guide. Foreman's journal. Goodbye. So I think what we really want to find is the geologist's journal, if that exists. I don't see anything in here. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go report our findings to the lawyer. How the heck do I get out of here? This way. And back to the surface we go. But it would be great to finish this up and get Barrett out of our hair. He is so tedious. These are really cool monsters, though. I really do have to say, I like the design. You know what? We don't even have to do this. We can just go map. Boom. Get Garen. Travel. Stop wasting time running around. I should be leveraging the quick travel more.
This whole planet smells weird. Like chemicals and smoke.
You are insufferable. I really want to shoot you. But I won't.
Man, could I use a vacation?
You know what? I'm gonna drop him on that planet that we have.
Real scorcher today, isn't it?
That place where you
It's
can.
the loudest voices that get the most attention. I doubt most Gagarinians. Well, the people here don't mind us, is what I'm saying.
All right.
Ellie! Hello?
Welcome back, detectives.
Ellie, I sent you all the data from the mine already. As I'm sure you know.
Yes, I've been reviewing it. Sit
Maybe
down.
you should walk in here.
Let's have a chat about it.
Stop being a weirdo. Hey, weirdo, come on. Take a seat. I should probably turn off this light.
Welcome back, you two. How was the trip to the mine?
You're gonna love this, Ellie.
You can tell her, Barrett, it's your case, or the documents show that Hephaestus was responsible. I'm going to hand it over to Barrett.
Okay, someone better tell me. Come on.
We found the coordinates to Irvin's old work site and went there. Huge battle. Fire, explosions. Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, I hate Barrett so
Barrett!
much.
Please.
You should have seen the plants in there, too. Weird stuff. Anyway, you read over the documents we found there, right? What do you think?
What you both found in that mine is remarkable. These documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators. And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored. And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yes, but it's still likely to lose. Because what we really need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem.
Why is that a problem?
Helgi isn't an ideal witness at all. He was our star witness the first time, and he never showed up. Plus, he's got a reputation around town. After he quit, he went a bit weird.
I can handle a bit weird. I know the captain can, too.
Clearly. But the judge might feel differently. It might be worth finding some character witnesses, too, while you're looking for him.
Yeah, that's
I'm
understandable.
glad you're taking it in stride. It's just, for a case with this much science, we need the man who wrote the claims to back them up. Maybe even explain it in layman's terms.
Can we go to court without Helgi? Or where can we find him? Or Gagarin isn't huge. We'll look around. Well,
We could, but I think we'd lose the case, bluntly. We can verify these documents are real, but Hephaestus can counter by attacking Helgi's character. They'll label him a disgruntled employee and then find a dozen independent scientists to confirm Irvin was at fault. But with Helgi in court, he can explain the science and help me challenge any countering theories during cross-examination.
all right, where can we find him?
That's also a bit tricky. He's hard to find. Doesn't really stay in one place for long.
Gagarin isn't huge. We'll look around.
You might ask Dr. Kayala. She checks up on folks who fall through the cracks sometimes. You'd have to convince her to tell you where he is. That might be hard.
Sounds like we're making a stop at the med clinic. We'll be back when we convince Helgi to be a witness.
Listen, if he refuses, then he refuses. Can't force him.
Yeah, we don't want to press him too hard. The last thing we need is him refuting what he wrote. This is going to take a light touch, but I think we can handle it.
All right. Off we go. Another wild goose chase. Barrett, why are you trying to feed me your awful food again? I really dislike Barrett.
Sometimes I hide outside the door to Lizzie's bar.
Alright, give me your stupid
You
food.
don't need to be a botanist to know Harvey's probably thirsty. 20 years is a long time to go without a drink.
Oh. I forgot about Harvey. So Harvey's probably one of the plants from the mine. I don't know what the implications of that are. We know that that bacteria is kind of dangerous. Alright, well, we'll do this.
Yeah, I do. How did you know?
You told me. Alien kebabs.
What time is it? Probably too early to pop by Lizzie's for a drink, huh?
Do you need medical assistance? Are you injured? Is there something I can help you two with?
Do you happen to know Dr. Helgi Hodgson? We're trying to get his help with something.
Sorry, who are you exactly?
Wanna go take a look?
We're detectives.
Depends.
Self-taught
Is
and
new shipment coming
unaffiliated.
from Sidonia
Freelance
or New
detectives.
Atlantis?
Sound Max.
With the emphasis on the free part.
Wait,
Pass.
what?
All the
Detectives?
stuff they ship in from Sidonia tastes
Sorry,
like
I don't
dust.
think I know what you're talking about.
It's vacuum sealed.
Hey, more dust for you.
Do you treat a lot of mine workers?
I treat anyone who walks in my doors, if I'm able to.
Does the name Irvin Madani sound familiar?
No, not really. I mean, there's Irvin the Slaughterer and Irvin the Scourge of Gagarin, but I doubt that's the same person, right?
We are looking for someone named Helgi. Then why did we ask about Irvin, right?
I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. You'll have to ask somebody else.
We're trying to help him. And Gagarin, actually.
Did Helgi ever talk about working for Hephaestus? She already said that she doesn't know who we're talking about, so...
Only every single time I see him.
Ah, so now you do know
But
who we're
listen,
talking
I don't
about.
have time to chat.
We're working with Ellie Yankton on a court case. It's for a good cause.
Ellie's a good person. That bodes well, but I can't violate my oaths. I'm sorry. Listen, I can say that Helgi took up a job working at Clint's store just down the way. I saw him there stacking boxes the last time I picked up an order. I've got to get back to my work here, so if there's nothing else...
Would you vouch for Helgi's character?
If it's patient medical records you're after, I'll remind you, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
That's not what we're after. We just want you to say nice things about him under oath. Only as it pertains to his coherence at trial.
We're thinking of taking Hephaestus to court with Dr. Hodgson as a witness. Now, given his situation, we're worried the defense might cast aspersions on his character, even question his mental health.
That's unfortunate, but not surprising. Look, if he agrees to testify and grants me permission, I could vouch for his well-being.
Thanks, Doc. If he does end up testifying, we'll definitely need you for the trial. Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
No promises, given patient confidentiality, but I'll do my best.
All right, I think that's it.
I need to get back to my work now, if you don't mind.
We have somebody to vouch for Helgi. This is great. That was way easier than I expected. So is this Helgi?
When the colony war hit Gagarin hard,
Are you Helgi?
he's just finally getting back on his feet.
Buzz off, all right? Your posters are in good hands. Don't you fret. Now, do you want a drink?
Isn't this who we're supposed to talk to?
Yeah.
Lizzie? Is this not?
You guys have tip line or something?
Tip line? Not so much, no.
Smells like a Centauri Mills brings with a new test batch of
If you're looking
Oh,
for something
Clint.
special, just ask.
Do you know anyone named Helgi? We're trying to find him.
Funny you ask, because I'd like to know too. He owes me a sizable debt.
When did you see him last?
I've seen him around, but never in one place, except when he needs money. I offered him a job, but he showed up to work drunk one day and I had to let him go. I don't have any ill will toward him. Sure, the credits I'd like to have back, but only because it'll mean he's gotten his life together.
Really, that's the only reason, huh? How much does he owe you?
Enough that he's no longer allowed in my store. I don't like denying service to anyone, but it's the principle of the matter.
Okay, we can try to persuade. We're hoping to get him to be a witness in a case.
Yeah, I don't want to be mixed up with anything like that.
This is going to take a long time. I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't so important.
I hear you, but it doesn't change anything.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push so hard. I just need this information, you understand?
Well, maybe.
All right, fine. I don't know where he is, but ask Lizzie up at the bar. She knows everybody.
Would you vouch for Helgi's character? He's going to say no.
You sure you got the right person? Helgi and I have had several run-ins in the past.
I'm sure it's all water under the bridge. Or I'm sure you borrow from him too. Or you're right, I'll find someone else.
For me, yes. But there's a lot of water.
We just need someone to serve as his character witness. Given your long-standing reputation in the city.
Sure, I can say a few words. I like Helgi, but fair warning, I'm not gonna lie for him. If I'm testifying under oath, it'll be full of the good and the bad.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
These are not the best. Whoa. What's going on with that?
One more find at Lizzie's. She and I are gonna have problems.
Ugh.
Heat getting to you? I can fix that. Well. Spritz is back.
Your face is getting to me.
A
Oh my God.
reputation already? I'm impressed.
Slow news day, I guess.
That makeup. Ugh. Goodness. Heard you're someone who can help locate people.
I serve drinks here, Spritz.
We were told that you are a local crime.
We serve drinks here. Here's a list of our specials for today.
There's nothing on here.
Oh, that's strange. Here, let me fix that. Don't worry, it's just the one sale today.
Oh, right. Of course, it's a number. Here you go, Captain. All yours.
Do you have any work that we could do in exchange for his location? Just a drink for me, thanks. I'll think about the special. We like work. Work means quests.
Not for this kind of deal. Sorry.
Ah.
Credits are easier for you explorer types, though, aren't they? The service I provide is worth quite a lot.
Okay. Who knows how long it'll be before you can get another offer?
Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point.
That price is too high and you know it.
Hold on. I never said that was my final offer.
I'm sure we could work something out.
I hear you. All right. Consider it a favor. Sending the coordinates now.
Would you vouch for Helgi's character?
Wait, so let me get this straight. You want the bartender to testify he's not a lousy drunk?
That's the angle we're going with, yes. I was thinking that you might... Yeah, let's go with that.
All right, I'm no lawyer, but seems like a bad move. Also, it sounds like work. And I don't work for free.
If it's about creds, you might earn a lot of brownie points with the locals if you helped with that. Points they'd spend at your bar.
As long as I'm still alive to spend it. But fine. If you get Helgi to show up, I'll take some of the heat off of him.
So we got a bunch of people who are gonna give him
Don't cook
like
yourself out there.
really
That
dubious
city was shut down
recommendations.
the other day for a corporate investment tour. I had to hike the damn canyon floor just to get to work.
All right, where the? He's down there. Oh, he's gonna be dead, isn't he? He's gonna be dead in a ditch.
You think you're hot? Try wearing some.
Oh, come on, stop doing that.
Watch your step. It's easy to take a sudden trip around here.
Hey, Helgi.
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Mandani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter. Yeah, I remember him. Why? Who are you people?
You clearly need help. Maybe we can work something out, or we just need to talk a moment, or we want to discuss something you two worked on.
Then find a history slate. An ancient history slate. Because that's what it is.
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies.
Jeez. Irvin was Barrett's husband. We're looking for answers. I'm not going to say that because... No, I'm not going to say that. We're trying to prevent the mining company from doing more harm. Irvin uncovered new evidence that I think will make a difference. We'll go with that.
It's been 20 years. 20! Get out of here.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth. And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
It's about a better future for Gagarin. He's not going to like that answer. But we need your expertise to prove it wasn't Irwin's fault. We know about Hephaestus and how you tried to warn them about the collapse of the ecosystem. I think that's the right answer. Barrett's right. We're the only ones who can set the record straight. We're going to go with this.
And what of it? You probably think the sky is blue too. Well, you'd be wrong. It's whatever color Hephaestus says it is.
Only if you let them. You're a scientist. Your words matter. That's why we need you to testify.
Testify? The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo.
Yankton's reopened the case. What do you remember? What do you remember about the case? Can we pay you for your cooperation? Why are you so reluctant to even try?
Because I tried before, and they threatened me. 20 years ago. I still wake up in fear almost every night. They said if I ever left Gagarin, I left my wife to protect her. She didn't deserve any of this. Any of my mess.
I'm not gonna offer to pay. I think that There's something that's very dubious about paying for testimony. That there's clearly a conflict of interest there. So I'm surprised that that's like even allowed if it is. But what do you remember about the case?
I remember not to talk with people who come asking questions about powerful corporations.
Ellie Yankton's reopened the case.
Ellie Yankton? But why? It doesn't matter. Nothing's changed.
This guy's very difficult to convince. We have new evidence. All we need is for you to testify. It's valid.
I can't. I cannot do that. Why is this so hard to understand here?
Wow. Dr. Kalia said it you. Dr. Keela said it you talk. Okay, nice typo there. Dr. Keela said it you talk about Hephaestus a lot. Clearly this has been bothering you.
Yeah, been a thorn in my side, back and foot for 20 years. Maybe it's time I just pull it out.
You'd be letting Hephaestus get away with this. That has to bug you.
So what if it does? The ground don't got any say, it just gets stepped on over and over again.
What's the harm if you help me?
I'd like to help you, I really would.
I'm not gonna go for 5. There's more at stake here than just Irvin's case.
Yeah, you may have a point.
Come on. We can't do the trial alone, we need your knowledge. Winning the case would stop mining companies from doing this in the future.
Not just the future. I know about a dozen cases that got the same treatment. If I'm going to go down, I might as well empty the clip.
Alright, let's do it. This case may be old, but it's important.
Yeah. I know. There's a lot on the line. Fine, you've convinced me. I'd be willing to testify on one condition. I want to know what happened to Irvin. Because when he disappeared, let's just say I had an epiphany. Hephaestus didn't need to say a word. That's when I knew the threats against me and my family were real.
Dr. Hodgson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took Irvin's life. It was the war. Irvin was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Caught in the crossfire.
Then I am sorry for your loss. It won't change the past for either of us. But I will testify. And maybe, wherever Irvin is, you'll be glad that we can finally stick it to those assholes at Hephaestus.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me now. I need a drink.
Alright, let's go back and talk to Ellie.
Get the assessment back on your apartment?
I did. The bank says it's worth double what it was.
Helgi agreeing to testify is a great help. We might need witnesses to vouch for his character, though. Someone in security, maybe?
Alright. We'll go to security. Wow.
You let Zeneda know that if she steals too many of my people, I'm drafting her antique tail for security duty, okay? Now, what can I do for you? Could use a little chit-chat after the day I've had.
Well, I'm just curious what this says.
If you need to file a report on him, please use the computer there.
How long would that take?
5 to 10 business days. Now please, move on.
Any way I can expedite that process?
Not unless you can fund Town Hall's reconstruction.
I'm working with Ellie Yankton.
Good. She could use their help. She would agree that following procedure by filing their report is your best option, legally.
Evidence. Check. Expert witness. Double check. Now all that's left to do is give Ellie the good news.
Nice to talk to someone when they're not in trouble.
An idea. Quick huddle.
You're not in trouble,
Excuse
right?
us, folks. Important detective business here.
Would you vouch for Helgi's character?
Depends on what we're talking about. What's this for?
We need him to serve as a witness at a trial, or it's for a good cause. We're taking the mining companies to court.
Another one of Yankton's crusades, huh? Gotta hand it to her. She doesn't know the meaning of the word quit.
Well, we're concerned the defense might have an unkind word or two about the doctor during cross-examination.
By doctor, you mean Helgi. It's true. We brought him in for a D&D. But he spent half the time apologizing, and even helped clean up the mess the next day. He's all right in my book.
Then vouch for him.
And keep in mind, it's a very big book. It's got the name of every criminal, delinquent, and rule breaker in Gagarin. But you won't find Helgi's name inside.
That's good to hear. If we need you, Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
Yeah. Have her ping my secretary.
All right.
Be safe.
We have 4 people to vouch for him. I'm actually kind of curious if we can get the person from Reliant.
Salutations. Please ask the supervisor.
I'm gonna say it's unlikely that this particular person rubs elbows with.
That data is very important to Reliant. I'll pay well to have it returned. I'll handle things with security.
Cannot. She does not have options to speak to her.
This new shipment coming from
Are there any other named characters here? Oh, we do have some more.
This thing don't get in the way of the robots. Auf Wiedersehen.
Okay, she does not have an option for that. We have the writer.
A few more years of toil, and later.
Okay, she does not have an option for that. We have the lady who owns the that place back there. There's some crazy.
They said Arcmine coming here was going to bring jobs.
Arcmine, that's it.
Then they automate half their damn factory. Stay off the production floor, all right? If you lose a limb, it's on you to collect it.
Where is the Arcmine lady?
Arcmine equipment. Second to none.
That's not her.
The factory is largely automated, but when the machines misbehave,
Arcmine will not be held responsible for any harm sustained during the protective equipment is required for all.
I guess she's always outside or something. That's kind of weird. Is this her?
Can this possibly wait?
There
Yes.
she is. Okay,
Right now.
she's can't vouch apparently. So let's talk to Barrett. Barrett, get over here. Barrett, where are you?
Helgi's testimony should make this go a lot smoother. Anything for my fans. Hopefully, this will be enough to clear Irvin's name.
Okay, why do we have this talking thing if...
I wasn't sure if Helgi would testify, but I'm glad we were able to convince him. I don't know if people still curse Irvin's name around here. If there's any resentment left, we'll fix it.
Well, it seems to me like he's bugging out a little bit here.
Do you have a ship?
So we'll go straight up to the lawyer's office once more.
Let's get back to Ellie. She'll want to know how this went. Let's get back to Ellie. She'll want to know how this went. Thanks for everything, Ellie.
All right. Come on. Come on. Pointing right at her. There we go.
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helgi? Did he agree to testify?
Well, we've got good news and... well, that's it. Just more good news.
Okay. Does that mean he said yes?
Okay. We can provide the witnesses... Can we provide the witnesses a safe house or an armed guard?
What do we look like? New Atlantis? No.
What if the witness isn't the most reliable?
Then we better hope that our other evidence holds up.
Helgi will testify she's not the best... Wait, she's not the best witness? Oh, who's Delitzo? I don't know. I think we want to do...
It's a lot to think about, but can you do it on your own time?
I guess. I don't know. It's a hard choice.
Well, that is perfect. She's probably the best person to call on should Hephaestus decide to play dirty. Well, you two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off to me.
What do you think, Ellie? Do we have a chance?
The evidence you've gathered is impressive. It truly is.
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
I almost never say this because I don't want to jinx it, but I think this case is a slam dunk.
Huzzah! That's what I like to hear.
I think we can do everything on our checklist. Clear Irvin of any wrongdoing, charge Hephaestus with the cover-up, and even restore Helgi, Dr. Hodgson's standing in the scientific community. All in all, though, really outstanding work. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing. We can talk more in private.
Let's go over here. Come on. Barrett, get over here. Hey, Barrett. Fine, we'll talk right here.
Wow, we actually did it. Solved the case. And hopefully cleared Irvin's name.
Dude, you got plants in your face.
I feel like, what's the old saying? A great weight has been lifted off my shoulders? But it's actually true. I feel like I'm 80% biomass and 20% aerogel.
I really dislike it. Oh my god, these sayings. They're just so corny. What's an aerogel? I know what an aerogel is, but we'll say it anyway.
It's a substance that is literally lighter than air, depending on the planet.
Yeah, it's not actually
habitable planets tend to range from 1 to 2 milligrams per cubic centimeter. Most aerogels are about 1/10 of that. I feel like I'm currently hovering in that territory. Give or take 1/10.
Technically, the trial hasn't begun yet. It must be a relief to get to this point, or I'm happy for you, Barrett, or we could weigh you to confirm. That's cute. I like that.
Come on, let's not ruin the moment. Although we did do a lot of walking, I bet I really am lighter.
Do you think things will change on Gagarin?
I hope so. It's always a tug-of-war between the workers and the mining corps. But there's one thing we've got in our favor. There's more of us than there are of them. All it takes is for the people to realize it.
When do you think we'll get a verdict?
Ellie would know better than I. But I doubt it'll be anytime soon. These things tend to involve a lot of red tape. It's a special kind of adhesive that makes you stick to old filing cabinets and manila envelopes.
It's good we got that out of the way. Or I'm glad that you're feeling lighter and better. Or better and lighter. This seems very dismissive and like we don't care. Honestly, I don't care that much, but we don't want Barrett to do that because we want him to be an ally, so.
I'm feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction when we can indulge in the culinary too? But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help.
They didn't do it for you. It was no big deal. Or anything for a friend. Oh, that's so cheesy. I'm actually going to go this.
And tell that to Harvey. We practically saved his life. In fact, Harvey's got a little explorer in him too. According to this slate I found, turns out that our spiky friend's been all across the galaxy.
Notes on Irvin's plant. Okay. Wait, who's Harvey again? Or I wonder if Harvey has a home planet we can visit. Or now that this is behind you, let's get back to business. Or perhaps Harvey has a preference on where to go next. I was going to go with questions first.
The plant? From Irvin's apartment? Just look at the slate. It'll explain.
Okay, let's go for Harvey's preference.
You know what? He just might. But it's probably best you chart the course. Harvey doesn't do well with things that require hands.
Harvey's got a long way to go before he's up to our adventuring standards. Or I'm just surprised you aren't sick of me by now. Or whatever's next, I'm glad I have you with me. It's so corny. Harvey's got a long way to go before. Okay, let's go with this.
We've been through a lot, haven't we? I had forgotten what it was like to work with someone so closely.
Where is this going? Or if you say so. Or yes, Barrett, we certainly have been through a lot. Oh, God.
When you joined Constellation, I didn't know what to expect. I was just reflecting on everything we've been through, you know? It's impressive.
If you say so.
After Irvin, it was just me and Vasco for a long time. For years, I didn't think about these things either. I just kept moving because there was no alternative. I've come to realize that some events, some people, stand out as pillars of my life.
Pillars?
It's whatever leaves an impression on you, right? Moments that define our lives, where our future diverged from our expectations. People who changed you, or people you've changed.
Not sure where this is going. Or some people change us forever. Let's go with this.
Yes, some of them do. And if we're lucky, they change us for the better. We only get a brief moment in this universe to interact, to feel, to be who we are and experience the range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend.
Bear, are you okay? Did you eat something weird? I like that. Or I don't comprehend any of this. Or tell me more about our bodies. Oh, it's so cheesy. Oh, ugh. Maybe people don't get that opportunity. We're living life to its fullest as a gift. I'm going to go with this one.
Maybe I did. But this is all from my heart, my friend.
Let's go with... This is not the... This isn't... This is cheesy. It's probably the right answer, though. That's definitely the wrong answer. I'm not going to flirt, so it's going to be this.
You're right. The variables involved are beyond human understanding. Being born in the right time, the right place, so much is beyond our control. If one is fortunate, you might even notice events and people changing you while it is in motion.
Where is this going, Barrett? Or, oh, right, me. You're talking about me. Or I don't see your point, or Constellation certainly has changed who I am. Or I must be fortunate then. I'm going to ask
Well,
this.
That's what I'm asking you, actually.
I don't know where this is going. I'm just going to go with this.
You're playing with me, aren't you? Well, I'm almost done. Just listen. I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with Constellation for most of my life. I cherish those memories. But you have changed me as a person forever. I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. I need to know what you think about us.
I'll value your friendship forever, Barrett, or I love you, Barrett. That's what I think. Oh my god. We are not doing that. Or do I have to define our relationship with words?
No, not always. There are many ways to make someone feel loved. And you have done well in that regard. But I need this moment in my mind. I need to be able to look back and remember what we had in our hearts right here, right now.
Yeah, well, I'm not romancing you, so...
There's nothing more important to me in the entire universe, my friend.
Alright, we've allied Barrett. That was extremely painful.
We should catch up sometime. Later.
What?
Hello, Detective. Hello, Captain.
Do you have a lot of clients here?
Not as many as I should, given the contracts these miners are signing. Most of the time, I'm just here to remind folks they've got rights. A piece of paper can make you do a lot of things, but it can't break the law.
Well, why set up a law office in Gagarin?
I've always been passionate about environmental law, so coming here was a natural fit. But I'm not gonna lie. There were times I almost let go of the rope. Losing Urban's case really shook me. Imagine having all these wild ideas about how you were going to end corporate malfeasance, and I couldn't even win one case. But you can only cry about it for so long. I told myself to suck it up and win the next one. And the one after that. It didn't matter how many tries it took, I'd just keep chiseling away at the whole justice system until I made a crack.
It's good to have a goal, or cracks can someday lead to splinters. Corporate lawyers can seal those cracks fairly quickly. These are terrible answers. We'll go with this.
That's what I'm hoping for. You make losing expensive enough, and companies will do the math. Treating your employees right tends to be more cost-effective.
Do you need us here for the trial?
Don't worry about it. For this case, I expect the paperwork to climb up the stairs and the verdict to fly out the window. So even if I did have a courier send you a court date, you'd never get here in time. But whatever the outcome, I'll make sure you and Barrett are the first to know.
Here to discuss Irvin's case.
Well, detectives, you did the heavy lifting. Now it's my turn to close. But it's not as simple as waving the proof in somebody's face, especially with a case this old. There's appeals that have to be filed, legal proceedings, bureaucracy, the whole nine. My recommendation is you and Barrett take some time off. Travel the galaxy, see the sights. I'll send him a message when I have some actual news.
All right.
Be careful out there.
Sounds good. So we've allied Barrett. The question, I guess, now is, like, do we actually have to keep him on? like, do we actually have to keep him on for now until we hear back? Or if we go and get whoever from the Eye.
Apparently the corporate execs are talking about building their own priority catalogs.
Yeah, we've heard that before. Like, if we get Dimitri or whoever from the Eye, will we no longer be able to hear the end of this particular story? Because that would suck. So, I don't know, do we keep Barrett on for now? I guess we do. But we'll figure that out in the next episode. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you have, please like, maybe comment, maybe share, maybe subscribe. New episodes every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, US and Canada. I'm Cobalt Thorium, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.